Welcome back to the Story Engineering Podcast, Episode 4, Prove the Story Before You Produce the Movie. I'm Greg Mandanis, founder of PlaiWrite. Before you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars producing an AI-generated feature, there's a simpler question. Have you proved that audiences care about the story? Douglas Adams gave us a famous historical example. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy began as radio before expanding into novels, television, games, and eventually film. Voice, dialogue, sound, imagination. The story could become an experience before it became an expensive visual production. And we're seeing a similar idea much closer to home with the Macondo Black Passport series. Writer Chris Lynch has told us that a development exec at Amazon MGM Studios expressed interest in producing his Macondo Black Passport as a television series, and strongly encourage building an audience first through a podcast or audiobook. That's important. The goal isn't simply to make a cheaper version of the movie. The goal is to test the story, the characters, the dialogue, the performances, and the audience response before escalating the production investment. And that advice lines up with a broader industry pattern. Amazon MGM Studios and Audible have publicly developed podcasts and audio originals for television and film adaptation. So think of production as a ladder. Start with the screenplay, then create a table read. Does the dialogue work? Do the characters feel distinct? Does the pacing hold up? Next, create a production-ready audio experience with voices, narration, music, and sound effects. Then add storyworld artwork, captions, and simple motion graphics. Now you have something an audience can actually experience, share, and react to. That's also the path we're exploring with Olympiad Atlantis. The screenplay establishes the story. The table read tests the words and performances. The audio drama tests the emotional experience. And the 20-beat lookbook gives us visual assets we can reuse as the production grows. Script, table read, production audio, motion graphics, then full video. Prove, learn, iterate, then invest. That's iterative story engineering, agile and lean thinking applied to multimedia production. But iteration creates another challenge. What happens when the screenplay changes after you've already created the table read, the audio drama, and the visual assets? One story change can ripple through everything you've already produced. We call that the ripple effect. What do you think? Before committing major resources to AI video, would you prove your story and begin building its audience with audio first? Join the conversation in the comments. Thanks for listening to the Story Engineering Podcast. In Episode 5, The Ripple Effect, we'll explore how one change to a character, relationship, or timeline can ripple through every experience connected to your story world. Find out more at PlaiWrite.com.